Greetings to the Meridian Valley members. I'm Darrell Donovan. It's been a pleasure this year to serve as your chairman. Another year is coming to an end. The leaves are changing, the weather's getting cooler, but still a great time to get out and enjoy the club. You can go to the golf shop, pick up some warm clothes. You can always grab an excellent bite to eat at the country club. Special thanks to all of our current members and the new members this year who have joined the club, given a tremendous amount of support to Meridian Valley in our membership, and that's allowed us to keep a healthy, vibrant club and provide a really high level of service to our members. It's truly been an honor to serve as your chairperson the last couple of years, and I want to give a big thanks to the members again for all of your support, to our management and to our staff that allows us to enjoy and thrive this past year. Now I'm going to give a little update on the financial health of the club. This year, amazingly, is the strongest financial position our club has been in the history of the club. We're working on establishing a reserve fund with a base of $250,000, which has not existed in the past in our club. The board is also looking into paying down our current debt balance. We're going to look to pay down about $500,000 to bring our current debt of $3.5 million down to $3 million. Currently, thanks to committees and the management at the club, we have 30 people on the wait list to join Meridian Valley. And this past year, we have refinanced the debt at $3.5 million, but like I mentioned earlier, we're going to look to even reduce that further. I'm going to talk a little bit about strategic plan. We currently have a great culture at our club, and we're continuing to enhance that experience for our members. And we're doing that in several ways. Some things we're doing is, you've noticed this past year, we have done some capital improvements. We've repurposed the tennis courts, which Darren Harris will talk about a little bit later on in this presentation. We've improved hole 14 significantly. Craig Benson and his team did a great job on that. It's a beautiful golf hole now. And we always need to, as a club, keep looking for ways to improve, because if you're not going forward, you're probably going backwards. So this coming year, which will be 2022, we're going to look to do some other capital improvements that you'll see coming our way that'll further enhance the golf course and the clubhouse and facilities for our members. Another change this year is we are going to have a change in the general management of the club. As you've been informed previously, Greg Manley has taken a great opportunity to enhance his career. He's been here a long time. He's been here for over 27 years. He's dedicated a lot of his time and energy to our club, to the membership. He's done a phenomenal job, so it would be great if you take the time when you see him to say thanks. Thanks for all you've done for us, and thanks for your many years of service here. So you're probably wondering what our next step is. Well, currently, we've employed the PGA of America Executive Search, which will reach across all PGA facilities, all private clubs, and look for a replacement for Greg Manley, which will be difficult, but I believe because of the health of our club, the culture of our club, we'll be able to attract a really good candidate. We've established a search committee, which will be chaired by Darren Harris, myself, past Madam President Debbie Herron, our women's captain Lisa Ziccarelli, and past chairman Ed Vanderpool. I think we have a good broad spectrum in our committee that will help in the search. Our goal on timing on this is we are currently going out to the marketplace. We'll start getting responses, and our goal is to have a new general manager in place by the end of the year. During this presentation, if you want to take some time to take some notes, then you can address questions via email. Those questions should be back to the club by November 5th, and then we'll send out responses by November 8th. Again, thanks for the opportunity of serving you as your chairman this year. It's been a privilege, it's been an honor, and look forward to a great 2022. And I think we can continue to thrive as a club. Next, I'm going to turn you over to the capable hands of Adriana, and she's going to give you an update on the club business.
Thank you, Daryl. I am here reporting to you from our new kids play area, which you can see behind me. Who would have thought that golf would be booming as much as it has been? COVID has certainly presented the club with many great opportunities in 2021. In fact, the club is performing better to budget by $740,000. This is because of three things: the employee retention credit, initiation fees, and the performance of the budget. As you can see on this slide here, our labor percentage to revenue is currently at 42%, the budget is at 47%, and a club our size, according to club benchmarking, is at 56%. Earlier in the year, the board capped FTEs at 335. This was for three reasons: to keep the experience of the golf course as amazing as it is, to increase the initiation fee, and to establish that wait list. We currently have that wait list established today, and we have 30 applicants on it. The initiation fee stands at $15,000 today, but it will be increasing to $20,000 on April 1st. So now is the time to get on the wait list to lock in that $15,000 before it goes up to $20,000. The demand on the golf course with a full membership continues to be there. And as we look into 2022 and beyond, it is imperative that we continue to invest in the club and continue to invest in those non-golf amenities so we can still drive our family social memberships. I look forward to seeing what happens in 2022 here at the club, and thank you for all the support from all of you. I'm going to hand it off to Craig now.
Hi, thanks, Adriana. I was going to go over the capital improvements that we've made on the throughout the facility over the past year. I'd like to begin with the bunkers, where we added a lot of sand to them right around Christmas time at the end of the year. That's actually been a huge improvement. The sand has definitely firmed up from its original state when it was pretty fluffy, so had a lot of positive comments on that, so thank you. At the same time, in the winter of 2021, we added a lot of patio furniture, and we added TVs down by the snack bar area. As the season went on, we added additional patio furniture to accommodate the outdoor dining on the actual patio and then up on the upper deck of the clubhouse, and that's been very well received. We actually have a couple gazebo covers that are going to be here in a few weeks that we're going to add to the outdoor patio area, just so that we can give you more options to have outdoor dining during the current time. We've also started with the renovation of the existing tennis court area. We've grinded and repaved that area. We're currently working with the property owners up in that area. Obviously our goal there is to bring in pickleball and some playground equipment to have additional facilities and amenities for our membership to enjoy. So we'll keep you updated as we work through this process. Late summer, early fall, we completed the renovation of hole 14. We've been working with the golf course architect Dan Hickson on this for about 4 to 5 years, and everybody seems pretty excited about the improvements that he asked us to take place there. Thanks to the Greens Committee and the Board of Trustees for supporting that project, because it really is a big improvement on the golf course. We've also added indoor playground equipment in the dining room. It's just totally awesome. The kids are completely enjoying it. If you haven't had a chance to see it, we'd encourage you to come into the dining room and take a look at it. But it's a family initiative that Adriana's been working on and Greg was working on, and it's really been well received and it looks really great. So we do have a comfort station we're in the permit stage right now. Hopefully we can get started in that in the next month or two. That's behind the 4th green adjacent to 5th tee. The reason we call it a comfort station versus a bathroom is we are going to have 2 really nice bathrooms for men and women, but we're also going to have a middle area that we'll have refrigerators in there, where we're going to have ice water for you. More than likely, we're going to have a barbecue station there. We're going to have covered parking for the golf carts, so look forward to bringing that to the club this winter. We've also worked this past year, we've developed a new 5-year plan on the replacement equipment. This goes as far as computers in the clubhouse, equipment in the kitchen, equipment in the pro shop, replacement equipment for the golf course. And it actually really helps us plan for the future and the capital needs and the replacements. And then on another side note, the golf lab, we took out a 5-year note to pay off that golf lab. That has been, that will be paid off this next year in the fall of 2022. And it's totally been funded by the use of that facility. So again, we're continuing to try to make improvements, and it's nice to see that program there work out so successful for us. Looking forward to just this next year, we do have some replacement equipment on the golf course that will be taken care of. We have, we're gonna be replacing tables, chairs, and flooring in the upstairs dining room area. I think you'll, what we currently have is very worn out, and that'll be a nice improvement. We've allocated some funds for replacement of the worn out areas and the real bumpy areas of the cart paths on the golf course. We're also trying to add another comfort station on hole 14. That would probably be in the fall of 2022. We're also assessing the fitness equipment in the fitness room above the pro shop. Currently that stuff's all 15 years old, and we want to make some upgrades and again further improve that amenity. With that, I'll turn it over to Vice Chairman Darren Harris. Thanks again.
Thank you, Craig, and thanks to Daryl and Adriana for the updates. As you heard, there's a tremendous amount of success that the club has endured these last couple of years, and we're going to hope to build off of that success into 2022. I wanted to provide you with a quick capital improvement update, as Craig mentioned in his update, our capital improvement initiatives, and just give you some context as to what got us to this place and what we're looking forward to in the next year. So our capital improvement and upgrades are driven by a strategic plan and extensive market research that previous boards had funded to give us some direction as to where the club is needing some improvements, and as to where some of the interest levels are of not just current members to keep them as members, but also members that we hope to attract into the future. And the capital improvements that Craig outlined that we have funded as a board this last year. The hole number 14 renovation and redesign, if you haven't seen it, is spectacular. Thanks in part to the redesign of our golf course architect and Craig's great group. It really is something, some great improvement to our back nine. The new comfort station Craig mentioned, that'll be going in on the front nine. And of course, the renovation of the tennis courts and the playground area, which is in the upper parking lot of our, as you come into the club. I know you've heard a lot about this project. There's been a lot going on The board has appointed a special group of board members who are going to be communicating directly with the affected homeowners in that area, just to make sure that we're doing everything we can to hear their concerns and address those as we can related to sound mitigation and some other improvements. And I also wanted to provide some context to and with the HOA as it relates to this capital improvement project, future capital improvements, and virtually every capital improvement that the club has done in its 50-plus years. We are proceeding on these improvements and on these projects just like we have over the last several decades. We're doing nothing new and nothing different as it relates to the HOA. We are continuing to communicate with the HOA leadership. We have done exactly what we've committed to do, ensuring that we, through our board liaison, get as much information out as we possibly can about what our club is doing and the activities that are going on and all the improvements that we're making to make this just a great place to both be a member and to live in this great community. We'll continue to work to foster this great HOA relationship that we've had over the past several decades and the partnership that the two entities enjoy to ensure the success of both of our organizations. So again, we're doing nothing new, nothing different as we have for the last 50-plus years, including a clubhouse remodel and extensive remodels on the golf course. All follow the same level of communication with the HOA. That is our capital improvement update, as Craig outlined and was mentioned earlier. I also wanted to mention real briefly that our bylaws are continuing to be updated. They have been an extensive update to our bylaws. The process to get those updated has been a little more involved than we were expecting. As you can imagine, the bylaws have been around for years, and so we've needed to really update a lot of the language in those. I've heard from our committee chairman, Jim Arline, that we hope to have those completed and done and ready to send to you, the membership, within the next few months. So hopefully into the first quarter of 2022, you will have a chance to look at those and vote on those and get those updated so we're all in compliance going forward. So again, many thanks to Daryl, to Adriana, and to Craig for the updates that you've heard about the success of the club over this last year. It's been some trying times, as you can imagine, but I think it shows the level of effort that this staff and the volunteers have put in have really paid off. If you have any questions related to any of the information that we presented throughout this annual meeting video, please submit those directly to Adriana. Adriana's email address is adriana@meridianvalleycc.com. If you could please submit those by November 5th. We'll get some written responses back to you by November 8th. And of course, we might be combining some of the questions that may be repetitive, just in case there's some combination of topics that we're going to be covering. So again, send those please to adriana@meridianvalleycc.com by November 5th. And now finally for the elections for 2022, thanks to everybody for agreeing to run for the Board of Trustees. It's because of your willingness to participate in the club and your giving of your time that will make the club continue to thrive. As Daryl and Adriana outlined, Meridian Valley is in a great position as we look toward an even bigger and better 2022 and a prosperous new year. Our success really is in large part to this wonderful staff that we have and the many volunteers, committee volunteers on all sorts of topics and areas. And we appreciate the time that you put into making this club all that it is. And of course, you are members. Thanks for making this your home. We appreciate it and we value everybody's participation in this club. On behalf of the membership, I would like to send out a personal thank you to the 3 board members who have served this past 3 years. I can tell you by sitting with them the last couple of years, I've witnessed an incredible amount of volunteer time and effort. So a big thank you and shout out to Rob Talafis, to Dennis Wallach, and to our outgoing chairman, Daryl Donovan, for your countless hours of volunteer time and effort, your service to the club. It shows in the many ways we've had some success in this past year. As is the case every year, this year's election for the 3 outstanding Board of Trustees positions was extremely close. In no particular order, here are the new board members for 2022 who will be serving a 3-year term starting on January 1st. Ruben Cañas, Matt O'Connell, and Dennis Wallach. Again, many thanks to everybody who put their name on the ballot. I hope you continue to volunteer your time. It shows with the club. And we appreciate your time as you've watched this video. Again, with questions, please feel free to email Adriana and we'll get those back to you by November 8th. Thank you again for watching.